Hello and welcome to Aircar. People said they want to see some little mini videos like this showing off the Crystal, since I'm one of the few people who has it and probably will have it for a while. So I'm trying something a little bit different here. And just pulling it into here, like, wow, honestly, I've played Aircar quite a bit. I really have. But it's never looked this good. Honestly, because of how far away I can see everything so clearly, it really makes the whole kind of cyberpunk futuristic city vibe that has here look so good. Like, the buildings are just beautiful. The colors on them really pop, and I'm playing on all maxed out settings too, on 120 hertz, which is really nice. Going down onto the street level, you can see this on lower end headsets, but like the cars that are traveling here, it really, you could see how they're not really that great on this. So it does break the immersion a bit there, but like from a distance, like just looking at them from far away here, like looking at everything on the other island, I mean, it still is a very convincing illusion. Seriously, this is honestly, I wish it was easier to show like how good this looked in the video, rather than just me saying it and being like, take my word for it. It looks that great and so cool. But I mean, really, honestly, like in the recording quality, I would not say this for a headset before, but like how good the recording looks at 4K, it's not too massively different from how it looks inside the headset, honestly. The Crystal's that sharp. I want to see how it feels when we're on the little harbor there.
Auto landing initiated. Turbo upgrade acquired.
So, normally I'm not overly into these kind of things. Like, I do think they're kind of cool to try, like, once or something, but after that, the novelty just sort of does wear off for me. But honestly, in something like this, there's just sort of, with how good everything looks, how clearly and real the city feels, when the very cool, calming music kind of in the background, there's just sort of an atmosphere with this in the rain that I wouldn't mind just kind of sitting here for a bit and just taking in the view and the scene. It's relaxing in an interesting way. I like it. I think I'll come back in a few minutes and I think I'm gonna just enjoy the view for a few. And here's the other really cool thing. Again, like, I totally get why flight simmers would love this, even though I'm not a flight simmer, because even in something like this, I can see all the details, and I'm noticing a few little things that I didn't really pick up before on lower stuff, like the number sequence at the bottom of the front panel, the 892434, and then the hatch 02. I didn't see those before on other headsets, but I wasn't looking super hard or anything, but now I can also make out everything right here in terms of what everything says. It's easy to see. I don't have to squint or anything, and because of how good the edge-to-edge clarity is, I can mostly just like move my eyes for some of it, so it's nice. Let's take off again a bit. Go exploring a little bit else.
Turbo online.
I'm just gonna ramble a bit here, but honestly, VR is just, it's really cool because this kind of environment and this kind of thing it's not really something you can see in real life. And on one hand, the 8KX made me very feel transported to the world because my vision felt very close to how it, in terms of how wide it was, how how it was in real life. But with this, while the field of view is small, in a different way, it really feels very easy to feel like you're transported into the world because of how realistic and lifelike certain things are. If you start to look too closely, yes, obviously, you're going to see some stuff that still feels like a video game at the end of the day, because that's what it is. However, from a distance, certain things, like, it does truly feel like you're looking at something real and present in the world, rather than just a simple screen on a video game from the raw clarity, which is something I've not really gotten the feeling of before from any of my other headsets. And the highest one highest pixel density I tried before was like the 5 Pro 2, the G2, and that was nice, but this is just something else, well beyond even that. I'm really liking the Crystal so far. I'm not sure if it's going to replace my 8KX yet, but I'm definitely liking it a lot. It's going to be a tough decision. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention is this is with the microphone here is after some adjustments on saying, and I'm not using broadcast, so I hope this gives a better idea of how it will sound when it's under optimal conditions. Really, especially with the speakers on this, just how like good all the little sounds are. It's really easy to just kind of relax and vibe in something like this. I like it. But yeah, this isn't going to be too long. But it's truly, I mean, what has been accomplished in terms of just the overall clarity, the colors, it's great. It's really nice. And I really look forward to the day when, because right now something like the Crystal is extremely expensive. It's like it's pretty much like ultra enthusiast tier pricing. But I really look forward to the day to seeing how things are going to be someday when this is cheap and affordable, because technology, that's how technology is. Like, what's super expensive one day might in another decade or so might end up becoming like the baseline. Like in 10 years, something like even the Crystal might seem positively dated compared to what we'll have then. And I look forward to seeing all the things that end up coming out with respect to this field, since there's truly a lot that can be done for it. It's a unique kind of way to interact with various forms of media and stuff, and more than just gaming, that we can't really do in something else. So I'm if you can't tell, I'm super big on the VR thing, and I think it's just great. I love sharing this hobby and this passion with as many people as I can. And I think maybe this will be fine for a brief look at the Aircar, because I don't want this to go to a super long video. But yeah, I mean, I hope it's interesting to people. Clarity is stellar, and this is one of the first times, I didn't mention this in my initial first impression since that was so unscripted, but this is probably one of the first times where I felt like there have been aspects of the game that has been limiting me on the clarity, instead of feeling like, well, I need a higher resolution, higher PPD headset. Like the textures on the wall over there, I can see they're a bit lower resolution for this, where conversely, like the landing pad texture though, it's super good. It's great. So, yeah, I'll have to take a look at some more games like this. Let me know if this is the kind of stuff maybe you'd like to see a couple videos. I might do this now and again, look at a couple one-off games or something, or specific aspects of what people want to see with the Crystal. Probably figuring maybe I'll take a look at Space Engine next, because I love space, and I think the local dimming is a perfect place to test such a game, like looking through the black void of space. So, alright, thanks for watching. Sorry if this is very rambly. But yeah, let me know if you'd like to see maybe a few more videos talking about this kind of stuff.